personal style is just that, personal. It's your identity and a form of self expression. So it's important to maintain that sense of self. No matter where you are on your path to mastering your personal take on fashion, there are certain actions you can follow to hone in on it. Eugene Simms of ESA Style has nailed down the steps to discovering the particular look that speaks to your most fashionable self. In an effort to untangle those threads, we are breaking down ways to tap into your unique style and all of the many nuances it has. So tune in now on YouTube. Also, we want to hear from you. So if you haven't left us a review yet, please head over to YouTube and let us know what your biggest takeaway from this episode is. Or let us know in general what you like about style access. Let's get to it because style access starts now. Eugene, welcome to the show.
Hey Rosie, how are you doing today?
I am doing great. Now, you are a personal stylist.
Yes, I am. I am Chief Style Curator of ESA Style LLC.
Okay, so what qualifies you to tell us about personal style today?
I have over 10 years of experience, not just in personal styling, but as well as commercial, editorial, and theatrical styling. I have done just about everything in those 10 years, from fashion show production to theater production. Most recently, I worked in the wardrobe department for the touring company of The Color Purple.
Okay, so you are a master and slash expert at this, right?
Yes, it's something that I study.
Okay, so let's jump into some frequently asked questions that our viewers have.
Okay, shoot.
Okay, first one. Should my personal style encompass more than just my clothes, i.e., hair, nails, accessories, makeup, etc.?
Absolutely. Everything that you visually present to the world is a reflection of who you are and what you want to say. Most people assume that clothing, hair, makeup is style. It's not the foundation. You are. If you strip yourself naked and present yourself naked to the world, your mannerisms, your intellect, your integrity, your charisma, your character, that's what your style is. The clothing is just a physical manifestation.
Okay, all right. Next one. Should my lifestyle play a part in determining my personal style?
Absolutely. If you are a working mother, a stiletto is not an ideal shoe for you.
Yes.
You cannot run after the kids. You can't pick it up. Now, if you happen to have a nanny and a chauffeur, fine, do that. But yes, you have to pick fabrics, colors, things that work harmoniously for that lifestyle. It doesn't mean that it has to be boring, but it just has to be functional.
Okay. Now, will creating a mood board help determine your style?
That's a starting point because it gets a collection of ideas. But again, it's a starting point. You got to put it into action.
Okay. Put into action meaning go purchase some items.
Precisely.
Okay.
Use that as a catalyst to determine what your style inspiration is. You can draw from iconic stars, living or dead, things that you see in the street, from colors to textures to fabrications that just draw the eye, and put it on the mood board, and then ask yourself, does this inspire me? If it doesn't, subtly pick out the things that don't until you've narrowed down and have a focus.
Okay. Do I have to throw away most of my clothes?
No, but the closet is the best place to start. What you want to do is, like you stated, start with the mood board, figure out what is the message. It's all about what is the message you want to convey. Once you've identified what that is, and that takes some time in understanding who you are, then you can go to your closet, figure out what pieces work, because you can have a great foundation right in your own personal wardrobe.
Okay. And as a starting point, should I take pics of myself when I think I look nice?
I would honestly say take pictures when you look nice and when you don't look nice, so you have a visual reference. And then if you bring in an expert such as myself, we have a guide that we can draw from and say, okay, I see what you did here. This is how we can tweak that and elevate it. As a personal stylist, my job isn't to come in and dismantle your life. It's to help you understand who you are, what your visual messaging is, and to communicate that effectively.
Okay. And is learning, knowing yourself essential? Do I love wearing sneakers, skirts, etc.?
Style is everything that you are. You have to know who you are, and that's a constant evolution. But that is key. You must know yourself.
Okay. And should I figure out colors I like?
Yes. Colors are vibrant. Case in point, you in this marigold orange. It works well for your skin tone and your complexion, and on camera, it's electric.
Okay, but in my everyday life, like I don't have a favorite color. So how would you,
Well, are there colors that, color is a powerful tool. Does it inspire you? How does it make you feel? Colors can elevate or de-elevate your mood, so you have to be very, very mindful. And then also, in certain settings, certain colors read or communicate messages that you may not want to. Case in point, red. They say don't wear red into business. Red is a very powerful, strong color. If you are a therapist and you're supposed to be calm and soothing, red may be a trigger for some people versus a blue or a green, which is calmer to the eye and more subtle.
Okay. And should I experiment with cheaper brands until I figure out my personal style?
Honestly, I would not say experiment with cheap brands. You always want to invest in quality. But first, before you go shopping, figure out what it is that you want to wear. Your style doesn't happen overnight. It evolves and grows. So as you figure out what it is that you want to say visually, you begin to build that wardrobe. And it's key, build a wardrobe, not buy an ensemble.
Okay, all right. And what's the end game? How will I know I mastered this?
Honestly, the end game is when you open your closet each and every moment and you are excited and exuberant about getting dressed, when you can easily pull out pieces that harmoniously work together and you can mix and match a multitude of looks, you've achieved a milestone in the evolution of your style. Your style at 20 will never look the same at 40. As you grow and evolve and have different experiences, that's going to influence what you wear and who you are and what you visually want to say.
Okay, Eugene, I can't wait for these segments.
I can't wait to show you what I got.
You are a wealth of knowledge.
I try to be.
All right. More style access after the break. So Eugene, this segment is all about defining your personal style. First question, why is fit so important?
Fit is essential to having a great personal style. Fit is how the clothing hangs and drapes the body. And that is key in selecting garments that are suitable for your body type as well as your lifestyle.
Okay.
We have the lovely Miss Connie. She is a lady of a certain age, and she is a size 12, 14, which is the average size of most women in America. So with Miss Connie, we decided to play around with blues and green tones. We selected this beautiful faux leather trumpet skirt that just hangs and sweeps beautifully, and it hits her just below the knee, showcasing her lovely legs. Then we have her in this gorgeous plaid voluminous top with a wonderful cuff, and you have this great off-the-shoulder effect, which frames her face beautifully. So what we've done is we've downplayed the negative aspects by camouflaging that with the dark hunter green, but then we bring the eye visually up to her with the plaid and opening up her shoulder line.
Okay. Now, how does color play a part?
Color is essentially the blues and green tones. They're very soothing and inviting, but they also work complementary to her skin tone. And if you look at the blue tone, I've strategically placed it around her body. So we take this dark blue check from the plaid in her shirt, which complements the bracelet in her wrist, and flows down to the cobalt blue faux croc pointed toe booty that she's wearing. So harmoniously, when you see her, everything plays nicely together.
Okay. Now, what if she wouldn't naturally pick these out? Like, you see that off the shoulder, which is great. How do you work with clients to determine what pieces work for them?
Well, first we have a conversation, essentially asking them what their likes and dislikes are. And really, it's almost like therapy, sitting down, really picking your brain, what experiences you want, what experiences you've had, what is it that you want to say to the world, what is it that you want to wear, what do you attributes about your figure or shape that you like, what are the things that you don't like. So that's key. A great stylist, we engage you, we have to have an understanding of who you are and what your lifestyle is like before we even go shopping.
All right.
Now, for this look, Connie, if she wanted to get out of the blues and green tones, she can easily, with this faux leather skirt, take this beautiful mustard Luxe turtleneck and pair it nicely, and just do a simple shoe change.
Okay.
Connie, if you could change, please. Thank you.
And our next model?
Our next model is Harold. Guys, we did not forget you. So with Harold, he has a very simple black and white neutral tones. Like most gentlemen, they prefer a more monochromatic effect. But even though your color palette is very simple, you can still play around with texture and volume and detailing. Case in point, the foundation of this look, he has on this beautiful corduroy jogger and high collar bomber. Then we've placed underneath it this wonderful white crew neck sweatshirt, which has a subtle texture which plays well with the lines and the corduroy. And to balance out the proportions of his body, we put this simple black turtleneck, which also has a ribbed effect, which ties in with the corduroy.
You are very detailed. Just to, like you said, the textures, the patterns, like you are covering all aspects.
It's a science. That's what dressing is. It's pretty much, it's a science. It's a visual cues about telling a visual story. Okay. Most people, when we see each other, we have about 5 to 7 seconds to tell who we are. And when we get dressed in the morning, that's what we visually want to do. So with Harold, even though he has black and white and grays and tans, we chose this oxblood boot, which is, on the surface, it almost looks black, but under the light, you see this wonderful burgundy tone. So it's a subtle way to inject some color into his wardrobe without it being too overt or over the top for his taste. And then if he turned for me, it's tied in visually with his backpack, which is just another subtle detail of showcasing who he is. And in terms of if you want to inject print or pattern into your wardrobe but aren't fully committed to it, use your accessories such as your bags, your shoes, pocket squares, ties. Those are subtle things that can easily be changed out.
Okay, what brings me to my next question. What's the difference between being fashionable and stylish?
Style is innate, it's very personable. It's essentially everything that you are. Fashion comes every season. A true person of style knows how to select from the banquet of fashion because they understand what works well for them in terms of fit, color, cut, silhouette proportion, and prints and patterns.
Okay. All right, Eugene. So we have another segment coming up.
Yes.
We're not going to let you go. So more style access after the break. on season 5, I am so thankful. However, with a new season, we are introducing mini segments. Have you ever thought about what you can learn from an expert in less than 4 minutes? Well, that's what the mini segments are all about. Taking a fashion or beauty topic and diving in. First up is Anita Council, a makeup artist from the DMV area. She will discuss skincare before applying makeup.
Hello, my name is Anita Council. I'm a makeup artist in the DC metropolitan area, and today I'm going to be giving you 3 skincare tips that you can use prior to applying your makeup. The first thing that you would like to do, ladies, which is a must, you must cleanse, moisturize, and exfoliate your skin every day. Let's talk about these tips. The first thing you're going to do, ladies, you're going to cleanse your skin by using one of these makeup wipes. You're going to take off all of the makeup that you had on all day. Your makeup wipe should look like you've been wearing makeup. Use the back and the front, and then throw it away in the trash. It is a must that you clean your face every night to have beautiful skin. Do not sleep in your makeup. If you sleep in your makeup and leave it on, you're going to just mess your skin all up. Your skin will not look good at all. It'll cause bacteria and germs, acne, and all of those things that you don't want to have. The second thing you're going to do after cleansing your skin, you're going to moisturize. And the type of things that you can use moisturizers, you can use serums, you can use vitamin E oil. And what you do by using that, you apply it to your skin. And you always use your hand. You can use your hands and you motion up. Just motion your face up. Never pull down. Motion the skin to go up. The last tip that I will give you, ladies, you must exfoliate 2 to 3 times a week. By exfoliating, you take off all of the dead skin, so your moisturizers, your serums, your vitamin E can go into the deeper layers of the skin. That way you have beautiful skin. Please remember these 3 tips: cleanse, moisturize, and exfoliate. Thank you.
So this segment is all about creating more clothes in your wardrobe. Now, how do you incorporate holiday attire into your existing wardrobe?
Well, like most of us, we go out, we have that fantastic dress or suit, and then we're like, okay, we can only wear it this one time, which is not true. Case in point, Bri is in this beautiful silver sequence V-neck with a wonderful sash sheath dress, and we decided to pair it with a simple black suede sock boot with a bejeweled heel, which can carry her easily into the winter months, which we are currently in right now. You don't need your toes to be frostbitten. She looks sleek, elegant, and elongated. The plunging neckline opens her up. It's tasteful. The sequence pairs nicely with her skin tone and the red in her hair. And the boot is pretty much, she's going to pull up on somebody's potential at this moment.
So again, creating more wear. So this would be maybe like a summer look that you're transitioning because of the sleeves? Or
Well, this, honestly,
no sleeves?
Well, what you can do with this dress is layering, strategic layering. So if she wanted to wear it again in a different way, she can take a beautiful purple chiffon, which again complements her skin tone, her hair color, and it'll work well with the dress. Pair it with a nice tight in the same color.
Okay.
Change the shoe, and she has a completely different look.
Okay. I
Or
can see
if
that.
she wanted to, she could also take a simple, well, this isn't really simple, but a sweatshirt, pair it over the dress,
Okay.
turn it into a skirt, put on a really great Lurex black tight with a velvet sock and a white Doc Marten, and she has another look.
Okay.
So she can transition from a myriad of events with the same dress.
Okay.
And you get pretty much more value for the one investment piece.
More bang for your buck.
Exactly.
All right. And the next model?
Harold. Now, fellas, there's more than one way to do evening looks. Depending on where you're going, with Harold, we decided to do a sort of monochromatic look. We've taken this classic satin burgundy bomber, which most guys have in their wardrobe in a variety of different shades, hues, or textures. And we paired it over this beautiful black base and gold spotted button-up, paired over his simple black turtleneck. Turtleneck is a great layering piece and you get multiple uses out of it. Then on the bottom, he has a black base, paisley jacquard slack with a beautiful tuxedo stripe going down the side. And on his feet is go-to shoe, which is this oxblood boot, which pairs nicely and comfortably and ties in the look. He can go to date night, he can meet the family, he can even go to after 5 or an office party, and he still looks pulled together and very professional and engaging.
Okay. Now switching up his look.
Switching up his look, with Harold, if we were to take off his bomber, we have this simple white dinner jacket with a black satin lapel, single button. It works nicely with the jacket pants. If he were to slip out of the shirt and pair it with his black turtleneck, again, he's still pulled together, polished, clean, and simple.
Okay.
If he wanted to, he could take a step further, take the jacket pant, pair it with a sneaker, a t-shirt, his favorite black moto jacket, and he has another look. So there's versatility. With a tuxedo pant, treat it like a track pant. They have similar details. You have the stripe going down the side. The fabrication is normally in a satin or something with a sheen. So you can make it day or night.
Okay.
You don't have to limit yourself.
I like the switch up.
It's simple. With your wardrobe, you want to create something that is harmonious in terms of color, fit, texture, prints and patterns, that all of the pieces work interchangeably with one another so that you're never stressed or struggling to figure out what am I going to wear. Everything harmoniously works together so you can make a myriad of looks.
Okay, so is it just one tip that you would give for creating multiple looks from your wardrobe? What would it be?
Pick out what your key base pieces will be, such as, if you're a lady, a nice sheath dress which fits the form which you can layer and build upon. If it's a gentleman, invest in a classic suit, and they come in various patterns and colors. Make sure the fit is good because you can always break up the pieces. If you have a 3-piece suit, you get more value for your buck.
Okay, thank you so much, Eugene. I appreciate you being on the show.
It was a pleasure, and I'm glad to be here.
All right, more style access after the break. Learned a lot. Now, always remember to challenge yourself to understand why you are drawn to particular garments and why you like specific fabrics and shapes. What makes you want to add a necklace, for example, on some occasions, but not others? When things make you feel good, ask why. When they don't, ask again. What doesn't suit you is important too, but not at the expense of focusing on what does. In this process, you get to learn so much more about yourself. And on top of that, you get to celebrate it as well. We want to hear from you. So if you haven't left us a review yet, please do so on our YouTube page and let us know what your biggest takeaway from this episode is. Or let us know in general what you like about style access. or some ideas you may have for us to grow and better this show. And make sure to screenshot this episode today and tag and hashtag us at Style Access Show and Style True, and include our amazing guest, ESA Style, and let us know what your biggest takeaway is. Until next time, happy shopping.